Trends move fast, old money moves slower and wins. While social feeds scream about what's in, women from generational wealth wear the same coat, the same shoes, the same jewelry, year after year. Fall isn't a fashion moment for them. It's a season they've already prepared for. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how old money women dress for fall in 2025. What they buy, what they repeat, and how to copy the logic without faking the lifestyle. Let's get started. The coat rule. 1 investment, 0 noise. Real old money women don't buy new coats every fall. They refine one perfect piece and wear it for decades. Not just because it's timeless, but because quality outerwear accumulates value. According to a 2025 report, pre-owned high-end wool coats from brands like Max Mara and Loro Piana have retained up to 72% of resale value over 10 years, more than most luxury bags. The rich aren't cycling through trends like robe coats, puffers, or cropped shearling. They invest in double-faced wool, hand-stitched lapels, and natural shoulder construction. The cut is classic. Long, belted, single-breasted, either in camel, navy, or charcoal. The absence of logos is intentional. The silence of the design is the flex. Think of the coat codes, followed by women like Sophia Richie or Caroline de Maigret. The coat never dominates, it supports. To copy the rulebook, start with a full-length camel coat in pure wool or a wool cashmere blend. Pair it with pleated charcoal trousers, a tucked ivory mock neck knit, and equestrian-style leather boots. The coat isn't styled, it's anchored. And if it looks like it could have been bought in Paris in 1998, you're on the right track. Plain knitwear. Old money women don't wear knits for style. They wear them for structure, softness, and subtlety. You won't see oversized logos, cropped cable knits, or artificial fluff. Instead, they invest in ultra-fine natural yarns that age beautifully. And here's the reason. Knits in high-grade natural fibers like cashmere, baby alpaca, and superfine merino are not just softer, they hold shape better and resist piling, even after years of wear. In fact, according to the Woolmark Company, superfine merino maintains structural integrity up to 30% longer than cotton blends or synthetics, which is exactly why old money wardrobes include knits that last decades. Women like Tilda Swinton and Sofia Coppola follow a consistent knit formula: 0 embellishment, neutral colors, perfect drape. Their knits are never styled for attention, only for balance. How to wear it right. Take a sand-colored crew-neck cashmere sweater, no visible seams, no ribbed hem. Tuck it into navy wide-leg trousers with a sharp crease. Add almond toe loafers and a chocolate leather belt. That's it. No scarf, no layered necklaces. If you want detail, add a watch with a worn leather strap. Old money women don't try to make knitwear fun. They use it to calm the outfit. That's the power move. Footwear that signals old money without saying a word. Old money women don't use shoes to make a statement. They use them to complete the architecture of their outfit. Their full footwear is always grounded, built to last, and completely context-aware. They wear shoes that show they walk through cities, not red carpets. The preference leans toward handcrafted leather, riding boots, low-block heels, loafers, or almond-toe Chelsea boots. Not just for aesthetics, because these styles mold to the foot over time and carry a personal history. A 2024 BOF Insight noted a 32% uptick in private bespoke shoe orders from women over 35, favoring longevity over novelty. Want to replicate their formula? Start with mid-rise tailored trousers in grey or tobacco brown. Pair with saddle leather loafers, matte, slightly softened at the edges. Add a pressed Oxford shirt and a lambswool sweater layered over the shoulders. Footwear should finish the look without redirecting attention. Look at how someone like Charlotte Casiraghi dresses for fall events. Every shoe is functional, elegant, and worn like it's part of her daily routine. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. When shoes fit the story of the outfit, wealth doesn't have to be explained, it's implied. The bag isn't the statement, it's the signature. For old money women, a bag isn't chosen to finish the outfit. It is part of their daily uniform. It's worn consistently, year after year, until it looks like it belongs to them the way a book belongs on a shelf. And it's almost always made of structured leather, with high-grain texture and clean construction. Branding, if any, is discreet and secondary to craftsmanship. According to a 2025 report, vintage structured leather bags from heritage houses like Moynat, Delvaux and Hermès have increased in resale value by 40% in the past 12 months, especially those in classic shapes and dark earth tones. Take cues from women like Caroline de Maigret or Lauren Santo Domingo, who often carry softened box bags, vintage satchels, or heirloom Kellys, not styled for impact, but as familiar tools they've always had. How to pair it? Wear a navy wool midi skirt with a tucked-in cream silk blouse. Layer with a herringbone blazer in brown or charcoal. The bag? Deep oxblood, structured and slightly worn in. You're not holding it like it's delicate. You're carrying it like you know exactly where you're going. That familiarity is the wealth. Layering that looks accidental but is completely engineered. Old money fall dressing isn't about piling on layers for the look. It's about controlling temperature, silhouette, and movement. Every layer serves a purpose. What looks simple, like a vest under a blazer, is actually a calculated structure built from natural materials that regulate heat and maintain shape. According to a 2025 Loro Piana Materials brief, sales of ultra-light layering pieces in fine wool and silk linen blends rose by 27%, driven by buyers looking for invisible comfort under structured outerwear. These women rely on light knits, wool vests, fine cotton shirting, and structured coats, all in coordinated, not matching tones. No heavy bulk, no layering tricks. The texture contrast does the visual work. How to layer it right? Start with a white poplin shirt. Layer a sleeveless navy wool vest over it, fine gauge, close to the body. Add a check tweed blazer in earth tones. Bottoms, full-length tailored trousers in camel or flannel grey. Add almond toe Chelsea boots in soft brown leather. That's 3 layers, each thin, breathable, and timeless. Think of someone like Tilda Swinton. She never looks layered, yet always looks weather-ready. True old money style isn't styled. It's built from habit, material knowledge, and function-first thinking. Jewelry worn like memory. Jewelry in old money wardrobes isn't a styling decision, it's habitual. These women wear the same pieces year after year because the value isn't in variety, it's in continuity. Whether it's a signet ring, a gold chain, or a single pair of heirloom studs, the piece tells a story, and that history replaces trend. A 2024 Sotheby's market report revealed that estate jewelry sales have surged by 35%, with buyers prioritizing patina, provenance, and permanence over novelty or statement pieces. Look to Sofia Coppola or Charlotte Casiraghi. Jewelry doesn't change with the outfit. The same ring appears at a luncheon, an art show, or a walk with the kids. That consistency makes it feel personal. How to wear it with fall staples. Pair a slate grey turtleneck with a wool midi skirt in forest green. Layer a belted navy trench. Add one element, like a vintage gold bracelet with worn edges or a thin chain with a small locket. That's enough. There's no stacking, no swapping, no costume play. The piece should feel lived in, not curated. In old money wardrobes, jewelry doesn't sparkle. It settles. It belongs to you, not your outfit. Fall's quietest power moves. Finishing touches in old money fall dressing aren't decorative. They're practical extensions of the outfit. A scarf isn't draped for flair, it's folded for warmth. Gloves aren't edgy, they're standard. These details suggest preparedness, not performance. Hermès reported a 42% increase in silk scarf sales to repeat customers aged 35 to 60, many buying the same designs in new colorways. The reason? Familiarity. The piece becomes part of their seasonal rhythm, not an accessory, but a habit. Women like Caroline Kennedy or Inès de la Fressange use fall accessories like punctuation, one perfect scarf, soft leather gloves in tobacco or oxblood, no layering for trend, just function and tone. To style it with precision, start with a chocolate brown blazer and cream wool trousers. Fold a silk scarf in muted gold or moss green. Tie it simply at the neck or loop it once through the coat lapel. Add slim leather gloves in a tone darker than your coat and carry a structured top handle back. Everything should feel quietly intentional, not styled to be noticed, but to complete the system. That's how the rich finish a look, with consistency, function, and restraint that looks effortless but never is. If you've made it this far, you already know real wealth doesn't wear trends. It wears confidence, construction, and memory. Everything serves a function. Nothing is thrown on for effect. This fall, it's not about copying the look. It's about copying the logic. If you want to follow up on where to find these pieces or how to style them on a realistic budget, drop a comment below. And send this to someone who's still dressing like logos mean legacy. It starts with knowing when to stop adding and start refining.